G'day guys, Steve Morgan here for Fishing Monthly Magazines and www.TackleJunkie.fish here at the 2018 AFTA Trade Show on the Gold Coast. Absolutely cracking winter's Gold Coast day outside. But the exciting things that have happened today is the first day of the AFTA Trade Show. Now the thing about the AFTA Trade Show, it's a place in Australia where all of the new products launched. Retailers come here to do deals with wholesalers and they get their Christmas shopping done. They see all of the new products and heaps of tackle stores come here to do it. But general public can't yet come into it. It's a business show. So what our job is to take you on a tour through the show, and we're going to be doing that over the next few days. We're starting here this morning at the AFTA Best of Show Awards, and this is where the companies put in their newest, most exciting product for the retailers to vote on, and then by tomorrow night, they award the awards to the best lures, the best rods, the best reels, a whole heap of categories. Let's do a quick walk through now, and I'll show you just through this, through the amazing arrangement of tackle that we have in here. So in this room, there are over 200 products that are going to be voted on. We have categories for best water sport and dive product. We have categories for best boating accessories product. We have categories best game fishing accessories, tackle management, camping. That's not the thing you're here for here. You're here for the lures and the lines. So we have the best lines here. All of the new lines have been out, the new terminal tackle. But have a look through here. And Matt, let's get in nice and close and have a look at some of these, the fantastic lures which are here for the best hard-bodied and best soft-bodied lure awards. It's a pretty hotly contested category. There are nearly 40 lures here in the hard bodies, which are going to get voted on. Some of which you will not seen before. Some of which may have been out for a couple of months. They have to have been launched in the last 12 months. Come here through to the soft lure category. We have the craziest of crazy lures in here. Check out that river to sea chase bait squid we have there. We have hyper realistic and hyper fish catching lures all the way through here. Of course, some of the most hotly contested categories are the rod and reels. And look there, we got Johnny Costello here. He's covering this from social media. You will see a lot of stuff on a lot of bloggers and a lot of companies' social media pages over the next few days. We have best reels through here, best rods. But what we're going to do, let's go and introduce you to the second person that we're going to cover some stuff with this week. And that is Rob Gaiden. Rob, or Roop, we have here. Rob's going to be my partner in crime this week covering the show. I'm going to hand over to Roop now. Roop's going to give you a bit of a walk around through the show, and I'll meet you back at our Tackle Junkie Pavilion, mate.
Sounds good. We'll try not to take too long. Okay, so we'll head off this way. There's a few new exhibitors here. There's a few old favourites as well, but we'll head down this way to the Rapala and Costa stand, since those guys are watching us and making me go this way. So this is a fisheries thing. There's no products here, but there's plenty of information. So first up is Rapala. So we'll start with the deeper gear. So this is your portable sounders that you can cast out. It'll read straight back to your mobile phone, so you haven't got a big bulky screen. It's really portable. Obviously really good for kayak guys, but developed in Europe, but really popular here already. So you might have seen us do some videos at Hinds Dam, catching bass and whatever else using those. So you'll know those. Probably what Rapala's best known for is lures. So all the way from Finland, but they've been smashing fish in Australia for a long time. So they've got all this saltwater stuff. This is a lot of freshwater stuff. So you will have seen the new pedo getting around, no doubt, on the pages of Fishing Monthly as well. So that's a really big release for this show and going to smash the cod. So just a quick look at this. This is all the accessories. So portable aerators, we've got tools. And this is a stand that's come a long way in the last few years as well. They've really stepped it up. It looks really good. It really showcases the quality of their stuff. So they got the full rod range. Over here we've got VMC hooks. So all your VMC hooks and rings and accessories, some soft plastics, that's the GT search baits, and then your Suffix line range. So that's a really comprehensive offering from Rapala this year, and we'll come back and do some in-depth stuff with them, and you'll see a lot more of it. So we'll try and keep this fairly quick, I guess, and do a bit of a walk around. This is the Costa guys. So the Costa sunglass guys actually won the John Dunphy Memorial Comp yesterday, and yeah, they done really well catching bream. Definitely smashed me because I came 6 out of 6, so that's not very good. But anyway, Chrissy Burns. So this is a different looking stand, platypus lines. We're going to have to come back and check out exactly what this is all about, but it looks like how they're braiding. So I'm sure this is going to be fun all week. Evercool Eskies and Ice Cool Eskies. They've been around a million years and keep everything as cold as possible. So power beam, all sorts of accessories. Zenak, we've got Duncan and Janelle who run Fish Head Tackle. They're here for the first time with Zenak. That's a lot of blue water stuff, but also a mix of just about everything you need in high quality fishing rods. We've got Mares, do all your snorkeling, scuba diving, spearfishing. The Schneider girls, I'm a bit disappointed the Schneider girls aren't here, but we'll no doubt catch up with them. They're always one of the friendlier faces at the show. Albi Reels, I reckon everyone in Australia is pretty excited to see this stand back here. They're not far off doing 100 years, and last year it wasn't good news. They were nearly gone, but they've had a reinvigoration and a new partner come on board, so it's good to see them back. This is Reedy's all the way from the Territory. If you ever get up to Darwin, you can go and visit the Reedy's factory and see how they do it. They've been smashing barra lures and for a long time, and now they do a lot of other different things. Gary Brown, how you going, Gary Brown? So this is AFN in here. We'll come for a quick walk through soon. So we're about halfway down the hall now. This is Black Magic in here. This is Frogley's. This is a total new operation for Frogley's. Normally they have a really big boxed in stand, but this is really open, and this is the first thing you walk into as you come through the main door. Looks really good. It's really inviting actually. Come through all the Atomic range. They do Gemakatsu, they do Samurai rods, all your Fuji rod building stuff as well, which will come past. Homegrown brands is just here, so a lot of your sun protection stuff, more sort of snorkeling and stand-up paddle boards. There's a fair few sunglass guys at the show this year, and Tonic is one of them. Doug gets around to most of the shows. You would have seen him at the Lure and Fly Expo this year as well. Very, very cool Australian company from down in Victoria. Hook 'em Fishing. So they do the big range of gaffs, also tubes for your live baits, and then all your rigs, big hooks and jigging rigs, skirts, that sort of thing. Next up is EJ Todd's. So this is a different setup for them again as well, but they do everything from fly fishing through to micro jigging, and they got the full NS Black Hole range. They got Lucky Craft. A new thing for them this year is having the Molix Lures. So you would have seen Carl Jochimson using Molix over in the States. So this is the Molix over here. So lots of big swim baits will be very popular with the cod guys. There's one of those in the Best in Show, I know that much. I'm sure it'll do very well. So we'll keep going down here, I reckon, Maddie. So one of the biggest stands on the show is the Jarvis Walker brands. They do so many products, it's not funny. Everything from fishing gear to electric motors. Big Trav. So this is Jarvis Walker right through here. The debut of the show this year is Hobie. So Hobie Asia Pacific, they're here not just for their kayaks, but they do so many lifestyle accessories now. So you would have seen a lot of their glasses. They're doing the power pole as well now, and also the Gerber tools. But there's, a lot of people think Hobie and just think kayaks, but they do so much more than that. So that's what they're here to show everybody. So this is the first time for them having the micro power pole and power pole range. So it's basically a silent anchor. You can just drop it down and it'll hold you in place on the sand or rocks or wherever you may be. Okay, so through here, Wilson Fishing seem to keep it all fairly secretive because they've blocked it off except for one little entrance. So we'll just give it a quick squiz in here and we won't hassle the boys too much. But we've got bone rods back here again, Xeric Innovation. So it comes right through. All their accessories are along here, and then of course the mustard range. But you guys know and love what Wilson's do, and so do we. So RPM picked up some, it's only a smaller stand, but they picked up an award last year. They've always got some cool stuff to show off, and we can't wait to see what they got this year. So we'll come up here. There's still a little bit of work going on, but that's AFTA. So through to Jackal. There's not many people who fish in Australia who wouldn't have caught a lure on a Jackal. They've got a huge range of everything from bream and bass guys right up to your cod and even some blue water stuff, so they'll be popular again this year. Marine Plus almost speaks for itself. They got glasses, Railblazer accessories, so any of you kayak guys, which I know there's plenty of, Railblazer are really sturdy and cheaper than a lot of options too, and they never come off. I've had a lot of time on the water with these on my kayak, and they work really well. So Workshop, more outdoor accessories, and we will come and go in depth with a lot of this sort of stuff too, so don't think we're just skipping over it. Exploding Fish is a 360-degree rod holder, so it will swivel with your boat as the fish is going or your lures are moving. That was an innovation winner last year. Urban Tackle is lots of jigging. It's jigging orientated stuff. So River to Sea. Granger and the boys are only just back from the States. They went to ICAST and absolutely smashed it. They got all sorts of new lures. We won't go in too far because I'm sure it's all very hush-hush in here, but we will come back and see them later on and do some videos. But yeah, they're killing it. They got some lures in the best of show as well, so you'll see that. And this is definitely one that when we asked you guys what you wanted to see, a lot of people said Shimano. This is it. So it's a huge location. They've always got new stuff. They've always got the old favourites too. But keeping an eye on things, they've got quite a bit to show off this year. So we'll do a quick walkthrough. So that's a fairly impressive wall of rods, and then an equally impressive array of reels here. Everything from the big Tiagras right down to your 1,000 size Stellas, and it's quality from front to back. So it's hard to argue with that. Quick walkthrough here. It's the new Squidgy range. So they've got some new shapes in all the best colours. Obviously bloodworms there, and still tubes of S Factor, which everybody loves, all the accessories, different types of Power Pro. Kairiki braid was a success last year and the year before, and then all your jigs. And on this end is the G Loomis range, so I'm sure we'll see more of those during the show. So over here we have Bluefish Imports. So Joshy comes up from the Central Coast. Every year they smash it. We will come back and do some in-depth stuff, but they've got you covered from t-shirts and fishing shirts, soft plastics, soft vibes, rods. Every year he surprises us with something, so I'm sure we're going to see that in the best of show when we do the videos in the afternoon. But yeah, always a highlight at Bluefish. So this is Shad's Lures, local Queensland company, really having a dig. He comes at AFTA every year now, and last year he launched the Swim Baits Australia range. They're going really well and catching a lot of fish. This is James Gillies, as you can see from the lineup that they've got here. So a lot of those lures you'll be familiar with, but they've got either new colours, new sizes, new models. So there's plenty going on here. Halco Tackle seems to be the place that everyone wants to stand around. That's a big mix of companies all hanging around Halco. So this is Gillies, but they're having a meeting, so we won't get in their way. We'll catch up with them later on. They're on both sides here. So this is AFN. AFN don't just do their magazines, obviously they do a lot of accessories as well. They do watches, buffs, they do eskies, they do fridges, they do books, they do how to tie knot guides, all sorts of stuff. Cape Byron Sports, more of your outdoors stuff. So this is really popular with tackle stores too, because they might be in a small town that doesn't have every store you can possibly think of. So the tackle store will sell bodyboards and snorkeling gear, and they live off those holidays, guys. So these guys do a raw and trade it after because it's really well made stuff. So This is TTs. So last year they had just a dribbling of Akuma stuff. This year it's full on. So Tackle Tactics don't just do your Z-Man stuff, but they also do Akuma and all your fishing lures as well. But yeah, half the stand is dedicated to Akuma this year. So Akuma is well known to Australian fishermen, but it changed hands around 12 months ago as far as distributors in Australia goes, and they're having a real crack. So I'm sure you'll see more of this. And we're back here with Steve Morgan. So we didn't cover absolutely everything, but we will during the show. It's a bit hard. Some people are having meetings and whatever else, but we saw a fair bit of it, and we've got those other videos scheduled. So I'm sure we'll cover off those guys that we missed.
Awesome. Okay, thanks for that, Roop, and thanks for taking these guys on a walk through the show. Maddie, come around and visit the TackleJunkie studio. This is where Roop and I are going to be. Coming here, Roop. This is where we're going to be doing our... this is Roop's workbench right here. We're going to be shooting... apart from this show, we're going to be going every morning, every afternoon, having shows going up. So that'll be Tuesday afternoon. This afternoon we'll have one. Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon. Then Thursday morning, the big one. Back at the Best of Show when we know who won the Best of Show products. So we're going to take you through all of those products with some really, really seedy people explaining stuff.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. They'll be seedy and they'll probably have large coffees this big and they'll need it, but we'll know exactly who the winner is then. So we're keen to share that with you guys.
So there you go. www.tacklejunkie.fish is your partner at this after show. You can't get in, but we can, and we're going to show you it all.